this weekend, a special broadcast over the weekend, over a course of 2 days, from the Neutral Zone Studios in Kingsland, Georgia, where they have built the entire original set as it appeared on Desilu in 1966 when they shot Star Trek, the original series. What a great opportunity this is going to be. My wife and I are going to be there the entire weekend. We're going to be helping out. We're going to be cosplaying a little bit. We're going to be doing some broadcasts from inside there. We're going to be interviewing the different people that are coming to see the studio, as well as interviewing a number of people there that both work at the studio and volunteer there and do different things. And also, we may have a few celebrities come on as well that you may recognize from Star Trek Continues. This is a great opportunity for us. We've been there once before, about 3 or 4 months ago, and we had such a great time that we signed up. And we are now going to go there and volunteer and help out. We're going to spend the entire weekend there. We got a great room with a great discount through the studio, and it's going to be a great thing. This studio has been completely built from the ground up, and it was built for a fan series called Star Trek Continues. And I'm going to take you on a little tour of the studio now because, well, it's quite amazing. This studio is a complete labor of love. It was completed by people who wanted to make these wonderful sets that existed so long ago and have them live again. And here they are. Look at this. It's amazing. They've rebuilt the entire setup from the original Desilu set, and it's all been recreated. Most people don't realize after Star Trek was over, it was 3 seasons, it was canceled. Nobody realized how big it was going to be in the future. The sets were struck, and everything was either destroyed or reused on other shows. And so Paramount just got rid of it all or reused it all. And so we literally don't have really much left of the original set. Very few of the actual original set items exist. This has all been rebuilt. Look at this. It's the entire ship. Here's the transporter room. There's the painting on the wall that actually disappeared in season 3. And notice the walls are purple. Well, go back and watch Star Trek. A lot of these rooms have colors that you might not have noticed when you watched it the first time. There's the small auxiliary console in the back, and there's the transporter console that we all know and love that Scotty used so many times to beam our crew up and down from the ship. And you know, when you're standing there behind that console and people you know are walking up on that transporter pad, it's very nostalgic. It's really, really cool. And we took a lot of pictures there when we went the first time. And we're going to be doing a lot of live broadcasting from here. They're going to let us actually set up and do interviews right inside of here. Now we go down the hallway a little bit. This shows you what it looks like from above. It's all open topped so that you can put in the studio lighting, of course. And there's this is the conference room. Now, they only have about 12 chairs, so they've put some other chairs in here so people can use it as a conference room, depending on what event they're having. Normally, there's no chairs at all in here. Eventually, they may have enough chairs to put them in every position, but right now, all the chairs they do have are on the bridge. And as you notice, no matter where you walk in or out, all you see is Enterprise. They did that on purpose. Remember, the saucer section of the Enterprise was round, so it makes sense that the main hallways in the ship would be round. And so there you go. And by shooting a round set like this, you never really see the end of it. You can go on and on and on forever. Here we go, auxiliary control. You may remember auxiliary control from the Doomsday Machine, where Kirk had to navigate through through all the perils in that show, and eventually had to shoot this thing right down the throat of that thing and blow it up by imploding the impulse engines just in time. They beamed him away and saved his life. The Doomsday Machine, actually, a little bit here, my favorite episode of all time. And it was shot, a lot of it was shot in this auxiliary control room right here. And other parts of this room have different things now that they use. That's kind of an area that they can use for different things. And then we go across the hall. This is, let me guess, you guess, whose quarters is this? Well, let me give you a hint. It's all of them. literally every time you saw a shot in quarters, it was this room. All they did was move the bed and the table around to the other side, and it became Spock's quarters on the other side of the hallway. And they could make it Janice Rand's quarters in the Wrath of Khan. They could make it the crewman's quarters when the cloud creature was coming through the ventilation system. Basically, this room served as all of the crew quarters, and depending on whether it was a left or right crew quarter, they could rearrange the room, take the one wall out for the cameras, and boom, you had now instead of Captain Kirk's quarters, it's Spock's quarters on the other side of the hall. And here we go. There's engineering, ladies and gentlemen. They rebuilt the entire engineering deck, including the ceiling. And I'm not lying, they got the whole ceiling up there. I don't know how old this video is. Let's see if they show it, but that was built while they were shooting Star Trek Continues with Vic Mignogna, and they've put the entire ceiling up there. I hope they show it in this video. But there's the upstairs, which you know is they added in the second season of the original series, and there's a lot of light in here. They normally have it lit a little more dimly so you can see all the lights on the panels. There's the ceiling I told you about, built out of styrofoam and paint, and it looks amazing. When I walked in there, I was in awe. It's a full 2 stories, and you can even actors can go up there. They don't let you go up there, but actors can go up there and actually act their scene out coming down those stairs or whatever. The neat thing about this is whether you go for the tour weekends or the open house weekends, you get to walk through. There's no restrictions. You can't lay in the beds. You can't climb the ladders. That's it. That's the only restrictions, and you don't damage anything. They let you shoot YouTube videos. They let you do anything you want in here, and all they ask is $20. So it's an amazing place to go see. There's the Jeffries tube, named after Matt Jeffries, the man who actually created the shape and design of the USS Enterprise. And here is the turbolift, and you can see there they've got the different handles. I never understood why you'd have to hold a handle to go up and down in an elevator, but hey, it was in the show. It's here, and boom, there you go. There is the bridge. An amazing shot of the bridge. Now, some of the shots here, a couple of the panels aren't lit up and stuff. This was while they were still finishing putting it together. Everything works. It's amazing. Everything works but the torpedoes. Right now, the view screen is there, and they've got like 100-inch TV in the view screen. So when you walk in, it looks like you're actually orbiting a planet, and it's really, really cool. So when you're taking pictures in there, I've taken a lot of pictures in this room myself the last time we went up there. It's an amazing tour, and that is the Neutral Zone Studios. That's the neutralzonestudios.com, and you definitely want to go check that out. And, you know, Kingsland is pretty close to a lot of things. Anywhere in Florida, you can get to Kingsland, with the exception of the Keys. You can get to Kingsland in about 6 hours or less. And anywhere in Georgia, same thing, about 5 hours or less. So it's fairly convenient for those 2 states. For everybody else, you can still get there. It's definitely worth going. That notification bell, and that way you'll be notified when we go live, or you can go back and catch it anytime. We will be reacting live to comments. We are using all portable equipment, and it's going to be fun, but we will be reacting to your comments. I'll be shooting with my wife. And you can also like and subscribe her. She is Carlotta Allotta, and she's right here at Carlotta Allotta, spelled just like I say it, and here on YouTube. And she'll be going live as well, and we'll be going back and forth between the 2 channels. So we hope you join us this weekend here on Starship Adventures, where we're going to have a fun weekend. We're also probably going to do some live streaming on the way up and back. We're also going to stop by St. Augustine, Florida, Florida's oldest town, a place with lots of history, and that's going to be a lot of fun too. So I hope to see you there. So signing off, my name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures, and on behalf of my co-host Joseph and my wife Carlotta, we hope to see you on our next adventure.